Let's get one thing straight. No, you don't have to beat the main game in order for you to start the challenge. All you need to do is to buy the DLC on the platform that you prefer. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, I'm playing it on my Nintendo Switch. The first time I did this challenge, I had already beaten the main game and the DLC altogether. But in order for me to be 100% sure of everything that I'm about to tell you on this video, I decided I wanted to start a brand new file and completed it all the way in 1 hour. I did, however, needed to try again on some of the boss fights because, as you know, it's not as easy as it looks, but I got the Divine Relic in 1 hour. Also, I found a couple of things that I didn't notice the first time. So if this is your first time playing Cuphead, after the initial cutscenes, go and talk to Mac, the NPC after you pass the first bridge, to get your first 3 golden coins. You don't have to fight any bosses at this point, but you do need to complete Forest Follies, which is the first run and gun level. Collect all the coins, and once you completed this level, head to the Port Rings Emporium to get the roundabout shot. This is not mandatory, but I find it easier to beat most of the bosses using this weapon. Unfortunately, you can't get any of the DLC items until you get to that isle in the first place. You will notice that a bridge just opened in front of you, and this will let you go straight to the first mausoleum to rescue the legendary chalice. All that you have to do is parry all of those ghosts before they try to get to her. Once the legendary chalice suggests you to equip your new super, the boatman will appear, who will be the one to give you a message from the legendary chalice to help her, and he will take you all the way to the Inkwell Isle IV. Cutscene and DLC plot time. But if you'd rather just skip it, you may by pressing the start button. Welcome to Inkwell Isle IV. Get the first 3 coins by talking to the NPC cat that's selling newspaper, and you can also get 1 extra hidden coin by following the path behind the bakery. Head to the Port Ring Emporium again to buy the Broken Relic, the Heart Ring, and the Crack Shot. The Heart Ring and the Crack Shot are not really necessary. However, I found that both of them are very useful when it comes to fight the bosses on the DLC, as well as using the Broken Relic. And if you have spare coins, feel free to get anything that you think it might help you. Congratulations, you got a relic that does absolutely nothing. Yeah, and I mean it. Now, unfortunately, you will need to fight Glumstone the Giant and Mortimer Freeze in order to open the path to the graveyard. And in case you're struggling with one particular boss on the entire game, please feel free to leave it in the comments, and depending on how many of you guys ask for a particular boss, I will create a video for you with some tips and tricks on how to beat those bosses. Okay, once you beat them both, head back and talk to the climbing competitors right next to the chop, and look for hints location words such as down right, up, left, right, down on what they have to say to you. Keep in mind though that each file will be a different solution for this riddle. Once you're ready, head down to the graveyard. The correct order is first row for the first place, second row for the second place, and yes, you guessed it, third row for the third place, but all of them based out of the middle gravestone. Mine was left, down, and up from the middle gravestone. If done correctly, the gravestone in the middle will open for you. Originally, I thought that you needed to equip the Broken Relic in order for you to fight the angel and the devil, but it turns out that it wasn't necessary. I managed to get into the fight without the Broken Relic. If you feel comfortable enough to play this one with Miss Chalice, I strongly advise you to use her because it's easier to parry the flames coming at you from the devil and use Miss Chalice's invincible dash to avoid some of the flames. You do need to pay attention to all the flames that are coming at you, and if you feel that you're about to get hit, just turn around for you to see the angel because the angel won't harm you. The one that's harming you is the devil. And there are certain points on the face where you might need to use the invincible dash from Miss Chalice for you to avoid the flames. If you keep up this pace, you will successfully beat the angel and the demon. And now, the ghost detective will tell you a little bit about this curse, and you will notice that the Broken Relic is now cursed. Soundtrack is a bit creepy, don't you think? The Cursed Relic reduces your HP to only 1 point at the beginning of every boss fight, and it also randomizes both your weapons and charms. Every time that you press the shoot button, you'll get a new weapon, so if you find one useful for the boss fight, keep pressing the shot button as long as you can. You will eventually have to stop pressing it, especially when you're trying to do a dash, and this will randomize your weapon again, so just pay attention to all of those details. I'm not sure if this is a glitch or this is part of the Cursed Relic effect, but I did notice that it randomizes all the weapons even though I don't have them, which I found very interesting. And because it also randomizes your charms and you got the heart ring, it will regenerate 1 HP at the first, third, and sixth parries. It will be easier for you to beat the challenge. It's important to clarify that you don't necessarily have to play against the DLC bosses to beat this challenge. However, it's based on points, so you'll need to get 16 points to activate the Divine Relic. And depending on the isle that you like to try your luck with are the points that you're getting rewarded with. On Inkwell Isle 1, you get 2 points. Inkwell Isle 2, you get 2.5 points. And on Inkwell Isle 3 and 4, you get 3 points. King Dice and his minions, I'm a bit surprised, but you only get 1 point. And the Devil and Chef Saltbaker, it gives you 4 points. So it'll be up to you which strategy you'll like to take in order for you to get those 16 points. And this means that you can go against the easiest bosses or whichever you find the easiest on the entire game. And in case you were wondering, unfortunately, you can't do this with Miss Chalice since you have the Broken Relic equipped and you can't equip the Astral Cookie at this point. As you beat each boss, you will notice that the Cursed Relic is gonna start changing with 2 eyelashes or 6 eyelashes depending, and this is because it's actually evolving to the Divine Relic. The best thing that you could do is parry anything that you can because it'll give you that extra HP. Also, try to find the proper weapon that will help you out on each boss fight. Since all their movesets changes or resets on every fight, if you're struggling with one boss, just restart the fight until you get that one that you can beat, so don't worry about it. And that's it. Congratulations, you got the Divine Relic and you have successfully completed the Broken Relic challenge. Unlike the Cursed Relic, this relic does not reduce your starting HP, leaving you with a healthy 3 HP. However, it still randomizes your weapons every 0.16 seconds, not holding the shoot button, but with it, you'll receive the full benefits of the smoke bomb and the heart ring, as well as charging 5.2% of your super meter every second, which is even more than what you get using the coffee charm. And instead of a purple particles effects created by the Cursed Relic, the Divine Relic applies a cyan after images to your character, visualizing the enhanced power of the Divine Relic. I hope you find this video useful, and if you can't beat one of them or I missed something, please leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching and consider subscribing for more Cuphead videos. And yes, the gameplay that you just watched on this video was me playing and capturing using my Elgato old age capture card. And if you don't believe me, watch this next playlist right here where I miserably failed on my previous live streams. Till next time, bye!